friends. I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, amazing, beautiful viewers. Today's reading, we'll be doing a Lenormand card spread, and we will be taking a look at an immediate message from spirit needing to be communicated to you right here, right now, a time-sensitive message that you're needing to know. So take a look at these three options to choose from. Whichever deck you are pulled towards, that will most likely have the messaging for you. If you are drawn to multiple decks, then it could mean multiple aspects that spirit is wanting to communicate with you. All right, so I do ask you to use your intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear, to determine whether the messaging is resonating for you. Only you can do that. I will solely be reading these cards and the energy around it with the pre-shuffled oracle cards. So option one, we have the Malefique Lenormand deck. Option two, we have the Lenormand of Enchantment. And for option number three, we have the Mystical Lenormand. So your timestamps for these picks will be in the description box in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick, and I will see you there. Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous angels. You guys picked the Malefique Lenormand, option one. We're taking a look at an immediate message right here, right now from Spirit in regards to what you're needing to know. Time-sensitive message. And we have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them. And we are using solely the Lenormand deck to communicate what this is about. Now, if you're new to Lenormand cards, they're a little different to read than the tarot. There isn't a whole bunch of intuition generally used. There's just the meaning of each card, and depending on how it falls on the spread in the tableau determines the meaning. Okay, so I will be using my intuition for the most part, because I always do, but I will be also leaning on the traditional reading of the Lenormand cards to deliver what this message is about. Okay, so we're doing a 9-card tableau, and we're going to ask Spirit for a clear and concise message, immediate message from Spirit. What is pile one needing to know? Time-sensitive message right here, right now. Thank you so much, Spirit. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number one. And thank you so much, pile one, for allowing me to tap into your energy today and the energy around you at this time. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. All right, let's reveal your cards here, shall we? So we have the Mountain, we have the Garden, we have the Key, we have the Ship, we have the Snake, and we have the Tree, we have the Book, we have the Stars, and we have the Coffin. All right, so central card is the Snake, and the Snake represents deception in the Lenormand. It could be an energy here of something we're not seeing, and I feel as though it's in regards to an obstacle. Okay, so I feel like there's an obstacle here getting in the way that we're not quite seeing, that we need to put an end to. So I feel like potentially there's something that you're trying to heal from, feels very stuck, and you're trying to put it behind you. You're trying to close the chapter. You're trying to move on from it. You're trying to release. You're trying to shed. But I feel the deception's coming through with this Snake. And I feel as though it's something very heavy and fixed here, okay? That was really standing out to me. So the central theme here is about how do we heal How do we see through deception? And how do we overcome the obstacle? And how do we close the chapter to things that need to end? So we have the mountain, the garden, the key. And so this is Spirit showing more information here in regards to people around you, events, coming out of whatever has you stuck. So if there is a party, if there is an event, if there is a gathering, if there are groups of people that you're getting out with in the next little while, this is going to provide more information and more answers in regards to your stuckness or whatever obstacle here that you're dealing with here. We have the mountain, the ship, and the book. So again, I'm getting with the book here is knowledge, information that you don't quite see with the book closed in regards to movement. Moving away from the obstacle, moving on from something that has you very stuck and fixed. And I feel you're trying to seek answers. I'm going to pull, well, I can't pull anything else on this except for we'll get more insight on the Oracle cards, but I'm going to tap into this energy here because although the first thing I was getting deception here, I don't see who's deceiving you or what's being deceived. But I feel like there's an unseen piece of information that is causing the deception, that is causing maybe the illusion of feeling stuck and fixed and unmovable. And so we're seeking more information, we're seeking answers, we're seeking solutions, or at least we need solutions, answers, and more information that we feel is not coming to us. And so I see movement, and I also see engaging with networks of people and socializing and events that will provide more information and movement. So we have the garden, the snake, and the stars. So I do feel as though whatever situation that's seemingly challenging right now could certainly involve groups of people or other people or how you're engaged with other people. And so I do feel as though there is a desire you have here of what a future would look like for yourself, and potentially we are engaged with something of the past here that it has a hold on us or that we feel stuck to or bound to, that's needing to close a chapter here in order for us to move towards what we want for ourselves for the future. And then we have the key, the tree, and the coffin. The tree is all about health and family, and I feel as though maybe we're trying to understand more in regards to the health of a stability or something we can grow or something that could be healthy. And I feel like we are having to put an end to something that potentially we think, and there's the deception, we think is the answer, or we've been seeing as the solution to what we were trying to grow or cultivate here, or we were seeing longevity or growth in something we were hanging on to an answer or understanding a solution of something that I feel Spirit is showing here that we're needing to move away from, close the chapter to, put it behind us, release it. So I'm getting Scorpio energy quite heavy here. I'm also getting Aquarius energy. I'm also getting Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Earth energy here. So let's see if we could get some more insight too, because I mean, this you probably already know, or maybe you're not quite sure of the level of depth of deception here. But I feel like the shedding of the old and the coffin here is putting an end to something that we might be perceiving as healthy or as the health of something here. It could have to do with their stability, could have to do with their network of people or groups of people. And so we have here more information coming, Spirit wants you to know, and Spirit's also showing that there is recognition here in regards to a desire or hope for the future you want to attain. And it might feel very far away here because we're still sort of stuck in something that feels like it's not moving or very heavy. So we have pale, time to get out of a situation. Yes, I haven't even looked at these cards yet, okay? So we're not taking too much words literal, but the energy here that I'm feeling is that there is a situation in regards to that's been going on for a while here. Like I said, I am sensing other people, other energy. And I feel as long as we're sort of in a mindset here to engage in same ways, it's difficult for us to break free from or see answers in a different way. But I feel like more information is coming here so that we can see. But I do feel as though the deception here could certainly be coming from our way of engaging, our way of seeing or perceiving something here. And maybe we know we should get out of a situation, but we might be, I don't know, like telling ourselves something different, or believing that maybe it could grow to be healthy, or that we could, over time, the solution is to let it grow or to stabilize in some way. But Spirit is saying there's a need to put an end to whatever this is here. Oops, that one went flying. Let me grab it. So we have the Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Well, this is the family tree. And this is the network of friends or people. So I feel like there's people you would consider soul family here, and it's not really feeling very good here. I feel there's an obstacle stuckness here. Weeping Willow, family sorrow. I feel Spirit is showing here like new energy coming in for you. Yeah, that you're not seeing right now. Let's continue reading this and see what we get. So we have ship, snake, and tree. So I feel like the movement and the engagement in which you've been dealing with here has been something that hasn't been allowing you to move forward so much. Like you've been trying to focus on stability, the growth of something, the cultivating of something, and I feel like, again, involving other people, and potentially you've been engaged in moving towards this, although I feel like the energy needs to be shifted towards something else. And maybe just pulling out of how we're engaged here. Book, stars, coffin. I think Spirit is showing here an understanding that we have, that we believe, that might come forward in a way that we're seeing something right now as a wish, as something we'd like to attain. Therefore, we're engaged in it. We keep energizing it. And Spirit is saying what you don't know, though, is that there is another wish, or there is a true sort of desire for you of true stability, of something that could be harnessed here that we're not seeing right now. Because if our energy is consumed by something else that's very much in the way, it's blocking us seeing more information in regards to getting our wishes here. So we could have to literally like just put an end to any expectation or any idea that we currently have right now of what we think we're wanting, and get very clear about what the actual truths are and how we might be unhealthily engaged, or how other people are unhealthily engaged in accepting truths, so we can heal and so we can focus on what is healthy and detach from anything that feels not right. Yeah, and then we have the book, the snake, and the key. So it's telling me that as long as we're in an energy here of self-deception is kind of what I get here, okay? I'm feeling heavy devil energy as well with this snake, so Capricorn energy coming through now. I'm also getting Pisces with the High Priestess, I'm feeling. Okay, so I feel like the information here that we're not seeing, that we can't see, is not known to us just yet. And so we remain in an energy here of reacting on the information we do have, reacting on the circumstance as it has been, but that this information, as it becomes clear, as we sort of detach from energetically charging the situation, we then see the answer, we then see more, we then are able to tap into something here that I don't think you currently have seen the answer or the solution to moving towards what you want. So this is why it's keeping you feeling stuck. There's a need to slow down in a way where I feel like with this weeping willow, it's like I'm seeing like a shade, and like you're protected here by the shade of this tree. And so although it might seem like you can't see because we're still not in the sunlight or in the clarity here, it will allow whatever to pass so that you can come out and have clarity. I feel there's a strong message here about slowing down rather than trying to face the obstacle or deal with the thing that feels stuck, or keep pressing towards something here. We're trying to make something, where I think Spirit is really showing like there is no need to make anything sort of happen here. Okay, so because I feel the information is just going to come here in the time of stillness. Money, wealth, luck, finances. This gives me pentacles and abundance. And so I feel like this to me is representing the energy, like the actual things we're doing in a practical way. I feel like you're investing towards something here, and you could constantly be giving to it. And I do feel it is in way of energy. We see the spilt bucket here, so you could be emotionally engaging and putting in this energy and investing and hoping there's growth and hoping there's stability. But Spirit's saying just hold off here because something is stuck and not moving. And so we're wasting our effort in some way here. And that's the self-deception. Okay, let's see some more. We have internship. So we have these people coming together. I feel like, you know, when an internship is somebody who's learning the ropes, and it's someone who's learning, like getting more information. I feel like there's going to be more information coming from, like I said, like, I don't know if you're invited to parties or if you're going to be interacting with people here that give you more insight or information that comes out that provides you with an answer here in order to deal with or see something that's been stuck, unmovable, from a different way, or give you different information here. I feel like there's a learning, and I feel like there's people that are going to be providing you with this. So I don't feel like it's the same situation, because I was feeling people involved in something that felt very stuck, something that felt not very pleasant. And then I feel there is like this socializing here, or this group of soul tribe people here, or just a coming together that allows us to get solutions and answers and understanding a little bit better. And this could be the period of the shade where we're kind of gathering information. We're kind of learning a little bit more rather than continuously putting an effort and energy towards something here that, yeah, that's kind of like just burning your energy. Resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with, it's about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh, it always brings relief. Yeah, moving forward the ship. So I feel like either way, whatever stuckness has been happening, it's been holding you back, and I feel it's a frustrating energy. I feel like you've been stuck for a bit, and I feel you want forward. So I do feel like the solution is coming. So the immediate message here, Spirit is saying, there's information coming that's going to provide you the answers. We don't see it just yet, but we're going to see maybe where we've been self-deceptive, or maybe where others have been trying to make us believe certain things, and it's been keeping us held hostage in some way. So we're at a crossroads of making a decision and finding resolution to our issue so that we can move forward from a situation one way or another and not feel hostage, not feel stuck. We have prophecy, and it looks like she's reading some cards here. I feel as though you might already know. And why I feel this is like self-deception is because when we self-deceive, we know we're maybe not aligned to what our intuition was telling us, right? And so High Priestess coming through, it's like inside of us, in our subconscious, we might know better. We might have the answer sitting somewhere in there, but we don't see it for whatever reason, or we need to learn and experience before we can see it and acknowledge it. So I feel like there's a knowing here that we might have not wanted to accept. And I can't help but see the crucifix here with a little cross. So I feel like it's been a challenging situation that's caused pain. But I feel like Spirit is saying, have faith that once you surrender to truths, accepting truths, that the forward movement will lead you to your long-term wishes and hopes here. But as long as we're feeling stuck and heavy and weighed down and trying to fix something in a way that isn't aligned with our greatest good, and energetically we just keep feeding it, it doesn't allow things to shift and move. We have poverty. So this is 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. And 37 might be significant, but that's number 10, which is all about completion and ends of cycles. It's also the transformation. So it's transforming out of a situation here that's left us feeling not very good. Not very good at all. Here we see the rat. Rats sometimes could certainly be someone that's untrustworthy. But in the Lenormand, the rat is just an annoyance here that keeps gnawing and gnawing and gnawing at us, or like it's an inkling that we might know better inside intuitively, and we're not acting in that pull. Yeah, and then I see a cat here, a black cat. So black cats are not very good luck here. I feel like things haven't been moving in your favor, and I feel like the black is signifying the death, like the need to put something to end here. And the child is giving me, again, this internship, this learning, this young energy. Okay, it could be the inner child here is needing to be sort of dealt with, which it could certainly be tapping into our subconscious here, and why we're acting the way we're acting here. We might be inner subconscious holding sort of inner child traumas or inner child experiences that are needing to kind of be addressed, or inner child's trying to tell us something that we might be suppressing or not acknowledging, or doing something out of our subconscious without acknowledging, and it's stemming from a hurt inner child, you know, or a place within us here. So I'm getting lots from this energy. I do feel as though you're going to be coming into a situation in which you'll have an opportunity to gain more information about self, gain a better understanding of self. I do feel there's other people sort of involved here in this reflection back to you, to identify what's not working and to put an end to certain things here in order for there to be movement in your own life. Because I feel like we do feel left out in the cold. We feel like we're abandoned, or just like we cannot find a way through. And we have a mermaid, a gold mermaid. So mermaids could be looked at as sirens, you know, and the siren is where we're being pulled to our own demise in some way, led by our, I don't know, like someone else could kind of be leading you down some sort of path here, because I do feel it's other people. But it's like, at what expense here, you know, like we're being led down a path. And I feel as though we're feeling incapable of walking away or growing the legs to take action in our own life, to get out of the situation. I'm feeling you're feeling very much at the mercy of whatever this thing is here, like to your own sort of demise. So maybe we're having to learn about the boundaries, or maybe we're really just having to see some truth here that it needs to come to us, you know, through the experience. Question mark. So, big question marks. Spirit is saying that there's a lot of unanswered questions here that we just don't see. There's a lot to this situation that's still unresolved, that still has to unfold. There's reasons why this is stuck the way it is. And you cannot move this. No one can move this mountain, okay? But that doesn't mean that it's done forever. It means that there's different ways that the universe knows about that we aren't seeing. So if we keep butting our head up against this, investing or pouring whatever, the same thing, we get the same result. So I feel like Spirit's message very clear in this pile is like, we don't know what Spirit knows here. We are in control of not following blindly or following our subconscious to our own demise here. And Spirit is saying, stop, you're protected. Stop and contemplate. Pull out of a situation, the one that feels like it is heavy and stuck and like you can't find a way. And answers are going to be coming to you, to questions, to provide you more clarity so that you can have movement and find a resolution. Because I do feel there's a resolution coming. There's an answer coming for sure. And this could be in regards to this big problem that is just seemingly very unmovable right now. Because maybe you're not supposed to move it, you know, and maybe there's another path here to get to around this mountain we're not seeing because we're so fixated on that one path or that one way or that one investment. But there's two options here. And look at the big old question mark here too, which I didn't notice. And once we know what this is, okay, once it comes to you guys, because it's all different for all of you guys, but I feel like it's still coming, this piece of knowledge information, it provides the solution. Then we know which path we're supposed to go. Then it makes sense that we can't go down the path that's, you know, has a mountain in the way of it. So I'm going to pull one card here for... which cards, Spirits? I'm going to pull the Kipler cards, and I'm going to pull one for this sort of question mark. Okay, like what in this closed book, like in this key, like this is information, this is the solution coming to you, this is more information, but we need patience, and maybe it's the experience we need to kind of go through before we get the answer we need here. So Spirit, is there any information we could provide to the viewer in regards to this piece of hidden information, whatever it is that's going to be coming forward to help guide pile number one in regards to releasing them from this challenging situation? Wealthy man. Card 13. 13 is the death card in the tarot. Scorpio energy, and I was feeling from the black cat and also from the coffin, the death, the transformation. Wealthy man, that's abundance here, okay? We're seeing money, we're seeing luck, we're seeing the wealthy man. Again, this is giving me luck. This is involving another person. I feel like if there's a party, an invitation, a gathering, a social outing, I feel like there will be another person here. Could certainly be a man. It doesn't have to necessarily be, but I feel like the man is more representing external information that's kind of coming to you in order for you to be able to understand something here that's going to change your situation, okay, and get things moving here with the cogs, like in order for things to move again, for you to find a resolution. And I feel like the wealth here is the wealth of knowledge that comes through. I feel like there's information here that provides you with an answer, a solution, so that you can move towards prosperity. Yeah, I do feel someone's coming through here. And this could come in all different forms, okay? It doesn't have to be someone you know, and it doesn't even have to be something maybe that's verbally communicated, but clarity comes. And we have to be very receptive to it. But if we're blind and engaged and trying to reshape a mountain, we might miss or not engage in other things here that are open for us to engage with, so that we can slowly start to transform a situation and see more clear. All right. So this is what I have, pile number 1. This was a very interesting reading. I don't think this will be for everyone, but if it did resonate for you, I'd like to know in the comments. I'm still doing a free private reading giveaway. Today, I think, is the last day of March. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but March is going to be where I'll pull from all the comments section. If you've left a comment on any one of my videos for a free private reading giveaway for the month of March. All right. And it is also the last day for the 35% off on my site, prairievintagejewelry.com. Everything from jewelry to private readings, you can get 35% off. Take advantage of that, and I will see you at the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous pile number 2. You picked the Lenormand of Enchantment with the beautiful fox. Pile 2, let's take a look at this immediate message from Spirit right here, right now. We're using the Lenormand cards and pre-shuffled oracle cards. I've not looked at them. I do ask you to use your intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this message is for you. Now, if you're new to Lenormand, it's a little different than the tarot. There's standard meanings for the cards, and the way they're laid out in the tableau will determine the meaning of each card. So we're doing a 9-card spread, looking at this immediate message, what you need to know right here, right now from Spirit. And we'll also be using the oracle cards that I've pre-shuffled. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 2. What is this immediate message? What they're needing to know right here, right now. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. See what this message is, pile 2. And one more. All right. We won't reveal these just yet. We have the anchor with number 9 of spades. That's the 9 of swords. Anchor. We have the heart. That's the page or the Knight of Cups. And we have the fish, which is the King of Pentacles. I'm just looking at I'm really drawn to the playing card suits here. And we have the 10 of Pentacles here with the book. And we have the garden, 8 of swords. And we have the 6 of swords here with the tower. And we have the Queen of Cups with the stork. And we have the house with the King of Cups. And we have the clouds, another King of Wands. So I'm going to be reading the Lenormand piece of this, although I will be using my intuition to tap into some of the tarot that was coming through as well here to give us a little more insight. All right, so we have the anchor, the garden, and the clouds. For those of you guys who were drawn to pile 1, there's a little bit of a resemblance here, okay? We got the book, we got the garden in pile 1. But I feel like what's really standing out here is this 8 of Swords, okay, with the 8 of Spades. So I feel like the same theme that was coming through with pile 1, and I don't want to ruin 1, but it's like there's some sort of, yeah, and the mountain. Okay, I'm sorry, I got to ruin 1, but this is kind of how it's coming through. It's like something's very heavy here. Something's very heavy, something's been weighed down, and I feel as though there is something you can do about it, but you might not either like the answer or see the answer or feel as though there is anything you could do about it. Now, that's not how we read the Lenormand, but that's coming through, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of confusion here in regards to situations involving other people. Okay, and I do feel it is involving maybe more than one person, or it could just involve groups of people or a friend group, or maybe who we hang out with or what we're doing in a way. Like we feel very weighed down by it. We might feel limited and restricted by it. And I'm feeling sadness here. I feel it's weighed down. It's causing sadness, and we might be very confused too, and the confusion might be weighing us down. And I just heard loud bride and groom here, okay? And we have heart. So I don't know, like, are we married? I'm seeing like ball and chain, anchored down. I don't know. Are we anchored down by, and again, these messages sometimes comes very loud and pointed in some way, but do we feel like anchored down maybe in a relationship? Doesn't necessarily have to be a marriage so much, but that's what I'm seeing. And so there's lots of confusion regarding a marriage. There might be some uncertainty here. And so I feel like, yeah, there's confusion around this, you know, who we're supposed to sort of be engaged with. And so the anchor, the heart, and the fish, it's like we want our heart to be free to love and express itself, and maybe it's weighed down by other set of circumstances, because the heart feels stuck to something, but we want to be able to express here, and I think we want to be able to explore, and I think we see abundance elsewhere. And King of Pentacles that was coming through here is stability, and the anchor is all about stability. King of Pentacles could be the husband, you know, so I don't know, like maybe we're feeling it just is stuck to our husband. Is a words coming through here? I don't know, like, and I'm seeing partnership here. I do feel there is some partnership. Okay, I see 2 hearts here, 2 fish, 2 squirrels. Fish is all about the abundance. And this is the heart's about love, you know. This is like abundance and love here. But I feel like the anchor, like maybe we want to stabilize something here. But I still feel I'm getting more of a heaviness from this anchor, weighed down by something that has our heart. Maybe our heart's being pulled in a direction here. Yeah, that maybe our heart's being pulled also but in another direction, because fish kind of go in different directions here, and I don't know, like I feel there's a pulling in different directions, and then there's also a weighed down in one direction. So we could certainly be having, because of the 2s, a decision we're having to make here. So we have the book, the garden, and the tower. The book is all about information and knowledge and understanding. The book is closed. And the garden is the socializing, the network of people, the party, the event, the gathering. And the tower is about the establishment. Sometimes it's the lonely card, feeling isolated and alone. So I think we're not seeing something that we might want to be seeing, and we feel isolated and alone. For some of you guys, there could certainly be like I'm getting like a work party here, or like yeah, like a work party here. I don't know, that could be confirmation for somebody here, a work party. But I do feel as though lots of family feeling coming through, like stability with the anchor, the Ten of Pentacles coming through, or the King of Pentacles coming through here. Okay, the House coming through here. So I'm getting strong marriage feelings from this card too, in the archway here, and from, I keep hearing the bride and groom. So High Priestess energy from the closed book, Pisces coming through. I feel a very large presence here of Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with the Pentacle stability realm here. Let's keep going, see what else comes through. So we have the Stork, the House, and the Clouds. So I feel like the house representing our home, or where we spend most of our time, which is usually our family, or you know, whatever we consider our family, or where we're spending a lot of time here. It seems to me like maybe there's information here in regards to something that causes us a lot of confusion, and it's causing us a lot of, yeah, I feel the confusion, I feel the sadness, I feel being weighed down, and then I also feel the pull of a passion, and I also feel a pull. So I don't know, are you being pulled to something outside of your norm here? You know, are you feeling isolated? And maybe the home that's stable here is something that maybe you're not quite sure about here. You're not quite sure you want to be tied down or affixed to it in some way. And so we don't know yet, like with the Clouds, uncertainty, needing to get clear, and with the book closed, like we're trying to find out some more information here. And there's also a pulling with the King of Wands and the fish. I feel like pulling in a different direction in some way here. Stork's all about news, maybe even being brought a gift or information. Okay, so let's keep going. So we have anchor, book, and stork. I feel like there is a kind of a little bit of a tie to one in some way, because I do feel like there's something that's coming in here that Spirit wants to immediately deliver to you that's unseen right now. Piece of information you don't see that's coming to you. Okay, that's going to provide you with the peace of mind here and the security, I feel, in regards to the situation that has you feeling kind of stuck, held back in some way. It's exciting news, I feel here, and I feel like I'm seeing the two birds again here. So I don't know, this could certainly be in regards to a marriage, okay, or a situation, a home situation, husband and wife, a partnership. And so we see the heart, the garden, and the house. So the house kind of gives me more of a, you know, family stability. The garden is kind of networking, socializing, and not being as tied down. And so we might be in two hearts here, you know, one in the stability, one in the what we already have established, and then one in exploration, and one part of our hearts trying to I don't know, follow some other sort of abundance here, and we're not needing to see something that we don't see, and we feel isolated, and we feel alone, and we feel like maybe what we built isn't very solid here. The fish, the tower, and the clouds. You feel like your abundance is somewhere out there, and you feel like you're engaged in something maybe that isn't going to take you there. That could fall at any point, or that keeps you feeling isolated. And so you're confused, and I don't think you're feeling very happy right now, okay? And that you know that there's abundance, and potentially there's a partnership here, I feel. Maybe something else. Maybe you want to course correct or change partners, or not feel so stuck to one thing, or not feel so like rooted to home. And maybe you want to, I don't know, yeah, explore and network to find different abundance here, but you're not quite sure. Okay, let's pull your... Did we go through all of these? There's one more. Stork, garden, fish. So I do feel as though there is an event, an outing. I think you might get an invitation to a party, or to go out somewhere. And like I said, it could be, I was feeling like work party or work establishment in some way, an establishment that's, I don't know, that's maybe you're pre-engaged with somehow here, or meet someone in the establishment that invites you to an outing, or people are involved in this outing, this gathering of people. I feel here, yeah, a gathering of people, especially the fish here, which gives me the school of fish, where I feel like you're going to engage with in some way here, but I feel as though it provides you with more information that you're potentially not seeing just as of yet. And sometimes we get completely confused before we start to see answers, you know. So I don't know, I just feel like there's an invitation here, there's something coming in here, there's more information. We'll see what comes through with this, if it's any clearer. So we have butterfly, a change for the better. Yeah. Okay, so what's Spirit's message? All of that stuff I was talking about, you probably already know, and you're like, well, what's this immediate message from Spirit then? Well, I think you're stuck in clouds, like not happy, confusion, something that feels heavy and stuck, and I feel like a change is coming. Transformation is coming. The situation is changing here, okay? And sometimes in order for things to change, sometimes things have to fall apart in some way here, but I feel like this is a change for the better. Either way you cut it, because I know we don't want to stay in whatever energy we're in here. Dogs, getting together with friends. Yeah, totally what I was saying. And I haven't even looked at these. The gathering, network of people, the event, the social outing, the gathering of people. And I see the 2 again. So I don't know, like there seems to be a partnership here, a relationship. Maybe we're weighed down, wanting more sort of stability, maybe. And there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of being in our head about it with the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. And maybe whatever we want stability in with, it feels very much like it's not built on stability, and that it could fall and at any point here, because this does not look stable. And maybe we feel very alone and isolated. And it's in matters of the heart. I definitely feel this is a romantic partnership here. Okay, so we have triangle. Yeah, crowded relationship choices. So I didn't want to say it because I don't know, but maybe I should have said it. I do feel as though there was a situation you're in and a situation you're wanting to explore with a person, which is a third party triangle here, okay? Now, if it's not you, I could be reading energy around you. Maybe you're engaged with somebody who has an established family, you know? And so I feel like things are changing for the better. You being in the clouds or in the dark or in the confusion, you know, maybe you're the one who's with someone else. But I feel for some of you guys I'm reading, you guys are in a triangle here where you're got 2 people, and one might have your heart And another might feel like something is over with the black here, okay? That's harsh for me to say, but I don't know however else to say it. Like something that seems over to me in the black, in the death, at the funeral, and something that has our heart, that has abundance, that has our passion. Now, we don't just always follow our passion, right? Because then we'd be constantly just moving around from place to place to place. But I don't feel this is the case. I feel like we're anchored to something here, and I feel like we're not happy about it. And I do feel like it's something that has been ended or over. And I feel like we're needing more information, which makes sense. And I feel this information is coming. And I feel like there's an engagement here of, and I don't mean like a wedding engagement. Could be. Wedding kept coming through. I don't know. Maybe it's a wedding. A social engagement, okay? That provides more information here. And I think it provides more information, but I don't feel you get very clear is still what I feel. I still feel as though it's some sort of journey here. I feel like there's a transformation. Things are evolving, getting better. I feel there's a loyalty coming through here. But I feel as though things are still sealed. Things are still revealed. So we might be experiencing an outing, experiencing something more, but I feel as though we're still aimless. But yeah, Six of Swords, a change for the better coming through. So we're moving out of whatever we're in, the stuckness that we're in here. Dark male, darker than lighter. So this could be confirmation for you guys. Maybe someone dark skin. Maybe you have dark skin or someone else. Now we have masculine energy coming through, and masculine energy is all about taking ownership and doing stuff. So you might be asked to take charge or do something here. What else do we have? We have the right direction with the compass. A change for the better. So maybe we felt like because we were anchored or stuck, we weren't able to go in a direction here that felt like it was proper, the right direction for us. Like I said, fish kind of swim around aimlessly, not really having any pointed direction here. And maybe we're needing some pointed direction. We don't want to be in the confusion anymore, you know? So I feel as though we're, with the Six of Swords here, with the change for the better, we're now getting some more clear direction. I do feel as though there's an outing here that provides more information here to us. Maybe we see someone's loyalty here. And maybe we see what's going on in our heart a little more clear here. But I feel as though we're needing to deal with a third-party sort of situation. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you to see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Right direction. I feel you want to move forward. And so we're uncertain here, okay? And that's okay. So Spirit's message here is it's okay. And we could be right in our head and having a lot of anxiety about this, and we don't see all the answers, and we're not supposed to all the time, right? Because the universe will reveal its secrets to us as we go through the journey. The direction becomes clear to us when it's time to move. The people show up when they're supposed to show up here, okay? So I feel like with this archway, I feel like you're going from a place that is feeling not very good towards something that's passionately has your heart, okay? I feel like this is moving. This is happening. There's a transformation here. And I feel like there's a partner or someone here that for me feels like it's a part of your past that you're having to learn to detach from. So pay attention to your signs around you, your dreams. Labor. This is work energy. This was the establishment. With the Tower, I don't know, like, is work involved in any way here, literally? And if not, maybe we're being told to pay attention to how we're putting in our effort, or where we're putting in the labor, to pay attention to where's our energy sort of being put into. I'm seeing is that an anvil? I don't know what that is, but to me it's the heavy thing, okay? And I feel like the heavy thing is the weighing down. And are we trying to repair the thing that's weighing us down? Are we laboring and putting in this effort and trying to mold and fix something that's heavy, that's maybe in the black here, which is to me over or done, or needing to not to be taking up so much of our investment? And our eyes are caught by something else, you know, with the King of Wands, like our passion, our heart is captured by something else, but our action is with something different. So pay attention. Where's your energy and effort going towards? Is it going towards the thing that's capturing your heart and your attention? Or are we doing actions out of subconscious because we always have believing something else because our mind is stuck in some sort of thought with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords? So pay attention to this. We have the Great Fortune, 26, abundance with the fish. Storks bring in a very good positive luck here. So I feel like there is great fortune here. Like you're moving towards abundance, whether you know it or not. And maybe this is a reading for an affirmation here, you know, like you're not sure. Are you moving towards abundance? Are things going to get better? You know, and the Spirit is showing this beautiful abundance, great fortune coming for you. And I'm feeling you're in a heaviness because I'm getting this heavy statue feeling again. You know, I was getting that heaviness from the anvil that I called an anvil, and from the anchor, and now this like gold sort of statue that's very heavy. So I think the heaviness is going to pass here, okay? It's certainly going to pass if you're feeling that way. And I do feel it's going to become lighter here as we engage. I feel there's an outing here, okay? There's something that's going to provide you more information. And I don't think it's going to give you everything you need to see, but it's going to point you in the right direction. It's a signpost towards where you're supposed to be going next if you pay attention, if you're receptive to it, if you're not too distracted in something else here. Okay, so we have the gravestone, which is R.I.P. Okay, rest in peace. This is the end of something that is already over with, you know. Scorpio energy, I'm feeling something is done. And maybe we're having to come to terms with the end of something here. 43 could be a significant number for you as confirmation. Or the number 7. And 7 is the Chariot, which is about movement, finding balance, being successful, and it's about reflection and understanding. It's also the Tower in the Tarot reduced, which we're getting double Tower here. So there might be a need to come to terms with an ending of something that might have to fall apart in order for us to have direction. And look at that. Oh my gosh, look at all the treasure. So that's this great fortune, like 50 could be important here for you. Number 5 is all about the change and the rebuilding. The Tower is about rebuilding as well. I think you're rebuilding something here, okay? And there might be a lot of fear around rebuilding. But I feel like there's great fortune here in your future. And fortune can mean a bunch of things for everybody because abundance comes in many different ways. Wealth comes in many different ways, okay? Financial, material, partnership. I feel like wherever there is a feeling here that something is at risk or that something is compromised in some way here, I feel like it's just a mindset right now that I feel you will be free from, that abundance is coming through here, okay? That you are being pointed in the right direction slowly but surely, and to trust the universe in this guidance, okay? So I don't know that I necessarily want so much clarity on any of the cards per se, but what I do want is a more pointed sort of message here in regards to this closed book. Like, what is the piece of knowledge maybe that we might need to keep an eye out for or to pay attention? Like, what more can Spirit show us? High honor, 25. 7 again. This is giving me Chariot energy again, which is the universe is working with us, having to find the balance, going through the journey. We will be successful here. I think this is showing the journey you guys are on here is what I feel here, okay? Like you guys are going to attain whatever you need. I feel like you guys might be in battle right now. I feel like you don't see certain parts of this journey. I feel like we're needing to do whatever we need to do in the moment and be absolutely okay with it, because this is part of the process and the journey. And I feel the movement of the Chariot is the universe pulling you out of situations that are over, you know, and maybe we're in a relationship here, in a marriage, in a stuck sort of dead end sort of situation here where we're constantly laboring away trying to find some sort of direction here. But Spirit is saying that whatever is over, there's a need to come to some sort of terms with it as we move throughout this journey, as we accept what we need to accept and transform for the better here. Okay, I do see a lot of loyalty around you, either which way. So I think the fear is mostly in the mind, and I feel like there's a lot of love and abundance around you, either which way. So take whatever messages here resonate for you. This one could certainly be tied to one in some way as well. If you were drawn to one, go check that out. And if you're drawn to three, you can certainly go check that out as well. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my most beautiful pile 3. You guys picked the mystical Lenormand for your pick, pile 3. We're taking a look at an immediate message from Spirit right here, right now. What are you needing to know? It's a time-sensitive message, although it is timeless, meaning whenever you stumble across this video, the message was meant to find you, but it is time-sensitive. So what you're needing to know right here, right now, what does Spirit want you to know? And we're using the Lenormand cards, okay? So if you're new to the Lenormand, what we're doing is we're doing a 9-card tableau. And these cards all have a specific meaning. And depending where they fall in the spread, it can change the meaning of the card. Okay, so I will be using my intuition, of course, although Lenormand is not very much read with intuition because the meanings are pretty standard. So we'll integrate whatever the meanings are here with whatever it is that is coming through intuitively, because I do have oracle cards as well, which we will reveal in a bit. So let's ask Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 2, Spirits, clear and concise message. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile number 3. I don't know if I called you 2, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. Pile 3, let's take a look. What is this message about? So we have the garden. Interesting. This came out for all 3 piles. An event, network of people, a social outing, or friend groups, an invitation to something, a party. Okay, let's keep going. We have the bear. This could be the boss. This could be someone who's overbearing, someone who's stubborn, somebody who is in control. This could be our spouse that's overbearing in some way, or someone controlling, an authority figure. We have the coffin. This came out, I think, in all 3 piles in one way or another. This is the end of something. Scorpio energy coming through, Taurus energy coming through, and we have the crossroads. This is all about a decision. And we have the stars. This is all about our wishes and our desires, and yeah, like our wishes coming true, our hopes for the future. And here we have the fish. This came out for pile 2. Abundance, wealth, gain, fortune. I'm feeling Sagittarius, Pisces, because I am feeling Wheel of Fortune energy. I'm also feeling Aquarius energy here. We have the rats. This is an annoyance, an irritation, something kind of gnawing at us. An aggravation. And then we have the gentleman here. The gentleman has a weasel. A weasel could be something sort of sneaky, but I feel like the weasel could be getting out of a situation or having to, what's it called, deviate potentially or find an alternate way of getting somewhere. That's not the traditional card. The gentleman is just represents a masculine figure. Could be you, could be someone you're dealing with, could be your spouse, could be a masculine figure in your life. And then here we have the child. Okay, child could literally represent a child, but it could represent immaturity, but it could represent early stages, youthful stages, beginnings. Okay, and let's see the dog here, which is about loyalty. So let's read what we see here. So we have in the center the stars. So this is our wishes, our hopes. This is the vision for the future. And I feel you have something here, okay? Like a vision for the future, a hope for the future here. So we have the garden, the stars, and the child. So we're at the beginning stages, I feel, of maybe attaining some sort of wish here, okay? And I feel like it could certainly involve how we put ourselves out there. Maybe we want to create a new community of people or get with a whole new group of people here, or soul tribe of people, how we engage with others here, you know, network with others, create a new network. Now, some of you guys could certainly be getting an invitation here, although I don't feel it so much from this pile. We'll see with the Oracle cards to an outing. But I feel like what I'm really getting here is the beginning stages. You're learning about your future and a vision you have for yourself for the future, and you're at the early stages of setting this up, like who you need to talk to, what you need to do, kind of fact-finding with people in some way, networking with people in some way. I see that very clearly. So we have the garden, the bear, and the coffin. So this is the end of an overbearing sort of person, controlling sort of person, or a fixed way. Maybe we had a very fixed way of who we hung out with, or the groups of people that we used to see, or the environment in which we were a part of was very overbearing, maybe felt very controlling, was trying to kind of make us do what it wanted to do or what they wanted to do, or, you know, like I feel that's coming to an end, or you're coming out of this, like, and that would make sense. You're coming out of this kind of more in a passing position here because of the fact that you're starting new towards something that is more aligned with what you're meant to experience in the future. And it could have been, you know, a situation in which maybe you had someone around you that was kind of very fixed or very controlling, or just, yeah, very heavy in some way here. Very stubborn. So we have the garden, the crossroads, and the rats. So I feel like maybe you were at a crossroads. And for some of you guys, depending where you fall in the timeline, you might have to make a decision here. And it's sitting with you, and it's a sort of a gnawing at you, because I feel like there's an understanding that you have to move, or that you have to choose, or that you have to put yourself up in a direction here rather than staying stagnant when it comes to your environment or the groups of people, or certainly maybe, you know, in regards to someone who is in your social network here, who is controlling, overbearing, domineering in some way. And it's been maybe building over time. And maybe you made a decision here to cut someone out like this, you know, but now there's still an inkling here that doesn't feel quite right. Maybe we have to put an end to something here, you know. Yeah, like something maybe that we were used to hang out with, or someone we're used to a certain thing, a certain way of being, I feel here, you know, and now things have changed, maybe because we had to make a decision, and so we're feeling a little bit uneasy about it. But we know that there's something more that we want here that we see. So now we have the bear, the stars, and the gentleman. So I think we had to be rerouted in some way here with the weasel. You know, we had to be rerouted. The universe could have rerouted us in some way, and this could have involved an overbearing guy. You know, I say guy, masculine figure here, maybe someone who was controlling over us or trying to boss us around or wanting their way or forcing us to see their way or do their way. And then with the weasel here, it's like maybe they tried to get their way or you to do something, but we found a way around this. The universe sort of allowed us to go down a different path here in order to align us with our stars. We have the coffin, the fish, and the child. I feel something has ended. I feel you've already made a decision. And I feel like the decision, this is confirmation from Spirit, the decision that you made to end something or something that had to kind of come to a close here was not healthy, because I do feel that it was involving somebody that needed to see the error of their ways, and you making a decision here that lined up better with your future, and it's bringing you into abundance. But I feel like it's early stages, so you might feel like you're not quite sure. You know, and this is the gnawing feeling at you. It's like you're not quite sure if you made the right decision. You're not quite sure if you're ready. You're not quite sure in this new beginning of how to align. But Spirit's showing all the abundance for you had to be aligned in this way, which meant putting an end to either a relationship with someone that you'd dialogue with or hang out with or socialize with in some way here. And this person could have been just somebody who, like I said, was either overbearing, maybe even possibly immature. And I do feel it's a masculine energy here. And because it's not close to the significator position, I don't feel this is your energy. But you can certainly flip roles. And I do feel it's someone in ego, because I'm seeing the peacock feather for me is all about pride, which is ego. And it could have been egotistically sort of acting in a way that was peacocking. You know, and then with the weasel, it's somebody who is trying to weasel their way into maybe having their way in an immature way here, but I don't think you were having any of it. So Spirit is confirming this, but let's see, what's this immediate message then from Spirit? We have mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. What did I say? Oh my goodness. I love, 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 love Spirit coming through. Not love that someone's stubborn, but yes, like this is it, you know, and maybe you're second guessing, like, did I do the right thing? Like, would this person change? Like, this person has to experience whatever this is here, because I feel like this person was not willing to change, was being very stubborn. And this could be your energy, okay? Take whatever resonates here. If we are resonating with that, flip the roles if we have to. But I feel like ego comes into play when we're stubborn. This person having to have their way, maybe having to force, maybe having to be obsessive or controlling in a way to have our way, which is all an immaturity here in some way here, okay? Now, 13 standing out to me, which is the death card in the tarot, Scorpio energy, but that's also the coffin. So, yeah, there's something that's ended here, you know, because someone was just being way too stubborn. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. So, network of people where we meet strangers potentially. So I do feel like this decision is lined up with the future, and there could potentially be a partnership here or an introducing to someone here that could definitely impact the direction in which you're going. That brings in this abundance. Did we read these? I don't think we did. Maybe we did. No, crossroads, the star, and the fish. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Sorry, if I read this, I don't remember. It's like you're at a crossroads of a decision. Do you align with what you want for the future here? And I feel you pull the trigger to align to this, or you're just about walking in this path early in order to find your abundance. Okay, the rats, the gentleman, and the child here. It's like there was an annoyance here with somebody here, okay? Over time, I think it built and built and built, and I think somebody was an ego, maybe wanting their way and being very stubborn, and being immature. And so I feel like this led to you having like a new beginning here. And also I'm getting with handshake and meeting a stranger. We could certainly be introduced to a stranger here. This stranger could have a child, and this could just be a new beginning in regards to someone here, a masculine energy here that provides us with a new beginning, more in line with our path here, okay? A new partner, a new connection, someone that opens a door to a network of people. Yeah. We have chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. Yes, exactly. Was totally feeling it. So new energy is coming in for you guys, okay? This is your right here, right now message. What do you need to know? Someone new is coming into your life. And I feel like maybe someone's exited because you had to put an end to it, or someone was very stubborn, so you had to make a decision away. You weren't quite sure if it was the right decision or where it would lead you. Spirit's message here very clear. Someone is coming in here. And if this was you had to abandon your business partner, you're getting a new business partner. If this is you had to quit your job because your boss was overbearing, this is the boss card sometimes, and then this means you're going to now get a new boss. Whatever this person was is no longer, okay? But I feel like someone new is kind of coming in here. Twin flame, spiritual alignment, effortless, karmic. So whatever you resonate here, this is a partnership. And every relationship is karmic, okay? Because there's karma in everything we do. So I feel like this spiritual alignment is the pathway. I'm seeing the two here, you know, and we're on the path to where we're supposed to be destined to go. And the universe is guiding us through this, and we're going through this journey. And with twin flame, if you're resonating with this, we could have certainly been dealing with someone here that was overbearing, getting in the way of us coming into a union here with someone we're meeting here. Okay, our soul person. Now, with this effortless, I feel like we had to make a lot of effort here. And Spirit is saying we don't have to. We don't have to bend over backwards. It's effortless. Whatever we're engaged with here is effortless. It's not heavy. It's not someone stubborn. It's not having to change anyone. It's not having to coerce or convince. And once we end this, close this door, we find the abundance and we start a new beginning. Inner child. And we might have had to do a lot of inner child reflection here because that's all within the twin flame journey. Okay, but we can't align ourselves if we don't put ourselves in that network, in that garden, in that invitation, if we don't take that path, if we don't go. Okay, what do we have? We have multitasking. So I feel like this is doing something different, and maybe this is it. Like we haven't been able to do anything different except for focus or be involved in this person's drama or this person's energy, or having to try to change them or work with them or bend over backwards. So I feel the multitasking here is you now being able to extend yourself past this. I'm also seeing a child here. So confirmation, I don't know if you're a mother or a father because you have a child, or really having to work on the inner child as a result of having to deal with a situation here that's left you feeling like you had to go inwards, like you had to reflect, you had to deal with certain parts within you. We have work from home. This is giving me, oh, look at the dog, loyalty, beautiful. So this is really giving me, you could literally take it literally if it resonates for you as confirmation, but it's like coming back to yourself, you know, like if you're feeling like whatever you were involved with, whoever you were involved with here was heavy, was very difficult, was burdensome, might have been controlling, might have been resisting, like it didn't feel like home and flow. I feel like whatever you're coming into right now, this is very much an effortless realignment, the universe re-guiding you like the weasel down the path. Again, spiritual alignment, and I feel like it brings you closer to home, and I feel like whoever's supposed to be loyal to you is by your side, Okay, I feel like it's comforting. It doesn't feel stuck. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel burdensome. It doesn't feel aggressive or controlling or annoying. Yeah, it's like a liberated feeling I feel here. And this is the abundance. Create. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. So a lot of you guys could be creating something from home that becomes your workplace, you know, like this is the boss too. You could be your own boss. Creating something here that's maybe's been inspired by being on a twin flame journey or by this spiritual sort of path you've been walking. I feel like there's something you're creating or something you could be focusing on with the multitasking. Aside from whatever's going on here, we might be really focused on that. Now, because I'm seeing the orange, it's giving me sacral chakra and the child. So there could be childhood traumas in the sacral, which is intimacy, connecting on an intimate level, sensuality. That's where a lot of the ego is housed when we deal with situations that need to be dealt with. A lot of our emotions are blocked in the sacral. So there's a need to tap into that. And we might have been reflecting a lot on this, okay? But I feel like whatever you've been doing here, keep doing it. Keep reflecting. Act of love, objectivity. So I feel with this act of love, this to me is talking about unconditional love, you know, like objective love is like it's like truthful love. It's like unconditional love. It's like objective. It comes from the divine. And so sometimes we have to make decisions here that are aligned with the objective truth, which is if somebody is stubborn, if someone's unwilling, if somebody is fixed, if something's difficult, then that's kind of their own path to walk, and we can't make changes here, you know, the karmic thing. So I feel like you're acting out of love, unconditional love. You're being objective with truths. And I feel like this provides you with healing. And it allows you to move forward in a peaceful way because it's walking in truth rather than trying to make a truth in a situation that feels like it's not cooperating here. Distant horizons. And we see the anchor and the ship. So ship's about movement, distance. The anchor is all about stability, but it's also could be where we're feeling very weighed down and unable to move on. So I see this anchor is not attached to anything. I feel like whatever was holding you back, whatever was holding you down is no longer attached to you. You're moving forward. New people, new network of people, chair being filled wherever there was an empty chair, someone new's entering your life, some new beginning here. We're able to move in the direction, and we're doing it out of love and truth. And we're able to create this new path and create an inspiration here because I feel like you're now aligned with your destined future. The open book, more information revealed to you. Okay, book's all about knowledge and information, and if it's open, it's like information that becomes very clear to you, becomes public to you. And I see the arrow here moving that way. It's like information regarding movement to the future, moving on from something, having aim, taking action, information that allows you to make movement forward. And this is the ring, which is about engagement and contracts, commitment. And the arrow's backwards. So we could be committed to some part of our past. We could be having to fulfill some sort of karmic contract because the ring's all about the contract, karmic. This spiritual contract we might have with someone here with this twin flame in the past, having to deal with this, however we need to deal with it. And this is part of the journey. This is part of the commitment that we're having to make here. 31 could be important. And I'm also seeing, well, the 4, which is stability, is planning. This is the foundation. Okay, here's 5, which is change. And 5 is about conflict. 5 is also about loss. and 9 with the 36, which is also about something coming to an end, fulfillment, completion. So what do I want to see? I want to see, and I'm going to pull for one. What is this about? This contract of the past here. What do you need to know about the engagement of the person of the past? This contract of the past. What do you need to know about it? Spirit, clear and concise message. We have occupation. That's the boss again. Work from home. Interesting. And we have house. So, some of you guys are on a path here, on a journey, in order to find your thing, your creative thing, to work from home, to create, to be your own boss, make your own hours, commit yourself to creating something here that provides you the stability in your own life. You're not relying on anyone else. And I feel you're creating something here, okay, with the create. And I feel this is happening simultaneously as things are exiting your life and things are entering your life. But I feel like whatever you went through was to get you on some sort of path of creation. A lot of you guys, it is a work from home type situation, okay? Or you're your own boss, you're an entrepreneur, you're creating something here, you're investing your energy, you're your own boss. Okay, that's what you're committing to. And I feel like it's something maybe that you've wanted to do as a child, with all this child energy. Okay, and so I feel like there is a contractual obligation you have here to yourself, to come back to yourself, to get in touch with this. So you might have had to have a wake up regarding this. But now what I want to see, so this is what this is. But now I want to see, this is the stubborn person of the past here. Like, what's going on? I'll use this mule. Okay, this unwilling to change. I don't know, like, is this your energy? Or are you kind of fixated maybe on your 9 to 5 and not allowing yourself to move towards a more freeing type job? What's with this mule here, spirits? So I don't want to make any assumptions. What's with the mule? Message of concern. There's more information coming to you in regards to someone here, okay? This mule, and I don't know if it's you, but I feel like more information, more news that's going to change things with the 14, number 5. This is all about changing and rebuilding. So there might be a need to rebuild something that was stuck, or rebuild with someone who's unwilling to change, but pull away your focus. We might receive some information here from someone here that provides more clarity, that allows us to be more objective. I'm going to pull one more. Spirit, what is this message of concern? What do we need to know? Anything we need to know about this right here, right now? Message of concern. High honor. That's interesting because that came out for pile 2, I believe. So I feel as though you're in battle right now. I really do. Like, but you're going to be successful. Okay, I always get chariot energy out of this, which is success. It's the universe pulling us through. Sometimes it's very challenging. We're having to find balance. We're probably communicating with someone here who seems very stubborn, seems very fixed, unwilling to change. And we might feel as though, you know, like we're having to come to war here with the twin flame. It certainly could be our twin flame we're dealing with here, okay? But I feel like you're going to stand your ground. You're going to be able to do what you need to do here out of this subjective love. Now, I want to see what's this new person, this handshake, this stranger, someone new entering your life. Now, this could be a partnership in regards to your future career. Change. So expect a lot of change here. And look, the chariot energy is coming through here. I feel like there's going to be movement for you forward, okay? And I feel like a lot of change in regards to your future, in regards to where you've been sort of held back or engaged. So, Spirit, can we get any indication in regards to what is this change? I mean, for all of you guys, it's going to be a lot different. We have concern here. And it was coming upside down. I feel as though right now, I feel you're pulled into other people's drama, okay? And I feel like it's taking up a lot of your time. 33 is a master number, and 33 is all about reproduction, creativity. It's Christ consciousness. It's joy and harmony. I feel like you haven't been in harmony, and I feel like you've been involved in other people's drama. So I feel like the changes, things changing in regards to whatever situation you've been dealt with. I feel like there's going to be a shake-up, a wake-up. I feel like new energy's coming in here, okay? In order for you to have movement in your life. So I don't know if this person becomes a very different type energy, or if you completely engage here with someone new that's able to allow you to have movement and make changes in your life. But I feel either way, there's movement out of love and objective movement rather than subjective sort of engagement, which might have been keeping you tied to the past or tied to someone in the past. I also want to see, what is this knowledge, this open book? What is this information that's coming through to you? What is this information, spirits? Expectation. I think you're going to get what you want. I really do, and it's going to become very visible to you, okay? But I feel like fives are everywhere here. I feel like that's change and change. And because I do feel as though you've been waiting, you've been trying to work with something. I feel you've been stagnant or stuck, and I feel like maybe you've been trying to do a lot. I do feel as though parallel to that, your career or your creative pursuits or your ability to focus on something here you're creating is very, very good. But I feel like whatever you're involved here with, this twin flame energy or this stubborn person here is going to be taking a change here. So I'm going to pull one more for clarity, spirits. What can we share? We dropped some. Let me see how many fell. What can we share with pile number 3? It fell face up, so I do feel I'm going to take it. We have main female, divine feminine energy. I feel you're coming into your own. Okay, we also see the rose, which to me is about romance and love. Divine feminine energy. I feel like, yeah, like you get ready to receive. I feel like get ready to receive something here. This is abundance. This is birthing something here, okay? Like creating something with the Empress energy. You're creating something here. Poverty. So, out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like someone's really impacted your world, okay? And I feel like you're going from a 5 of Pentacles situation to complete change, Chariot, success, moving forward, things changing here. You're in the middle of battle here, I feel. But I feel like Spirit's saying, like, act in love. Allow yourself to know what it is that you're wanting to see for yourself, because you are being aligned with this, okay? You're coming into this divine feminine energy and you're birthing something here to focus on what you can create and to allow whoever here that you cannot sort of control or change, to allow that to change organically. And I do feel as though there's new energy coming into your life, a new someone coming into your life here that causes change, and it could certainly cause concern to whoever you're dealing with here, you know. But I do feel this is new energy. So I'm going to pull from a complete different deck here and see, like, who's this new person? Like, what should you know? This is a full deck here. What should you know about this meeting with a stranger? Someone new is entering your life. What do you need to know about this change? And I feel like with this master number 33, Christ consciousness, I feel like it's providing some clarity. Look, 33, you guys. And Spirit's almost answering my question. I was just saying the 33 with the master number here, it's ascended master's number. It's reproduction. That's this Empress, okay, reproduction, creating something, birthing something. And it's also Christ consciousness, which is being very much in tune with the objective truth, okay? Being awakened to Christ consciousness means we're no longer stuck in ego. We're now open to like I say, objective truths here, and we're able to find harmony. So this is a big change, and I feel with the key, that's all about solutions, answers. So you're lining up with Christ consciousness, which is the truth, and you're birthing something here, okay? So 3-3, you might want to look up 3-3-3-3. That's 4 threes. 3 is all about growth, relationships, initial success. It's also the Empress in the tarot. Okay, it's also the Hangman reduced, and Hangman's about being enlightened. It was being, you know, maybe having to be at a pause, being suspended, feeling stuck, not seeing the commitment, because the Hangman is needing to commit. And 3 is also the World reduced in the tarot, which is a conclusion, which we're seeing here, okay? The end of a cycle, the conclusion of something. So I feel like the answer is coming. The information is coming. And I feel like we've had to make a decision here. Sorry, I know this looks like a jumbled mess, but we had to make a decision here in order to find the answer, to open the door to the next phase here. And so I feel like we might be very concerned, or have been concerned, and I feel like when we release the concern, we allow for movement, change, new people entering our life. Places where we felt left out is now being filled. Okay, like we're no longer feeling alone or empty. Chair filled means we have the support we need, the people around us. Okay, so I feel like things are turning for the better here for you, and you've been dealing with somebody here who's been very, very difficult. So expect change. All right, I don't know where this leaves this person, but I do feel for a lot of you guys, if you resonate with the twin flame, this is all part of the karmic cycle. This is spiritual alignment. As you align, this person shall align as well. Okay, or karma should align in a way that brings to you exactly who you need for when you need it. Let the universe deal with that. You don't have to force or chase or deal or fight, okay? So this is your message, pile 3. Keep in mind, I will be doing the free reading giveaway every month this year. All you need to do is be subscribed, like, and comment on any one of my videos, and I will be pulling at random winner for the month of March for the free reading. And also, this is the last day, I believe, if today's the last day of March, for the 35% off. 35% off of all private readings and everything on my website, which is all jewelry, prairievintagejewelry.com. If you're interested in any of that vintage antique jewelry, then enjoy the 35% off. You just have to be subscribed, and the information will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below for the checkout code, and you can certainly take advantage of that 35% off. All right, I love you guys very much, and I will see you soon. Bye.